Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fan Experience TV. We are on episode 92. Fan Experience TV is just that. Us sports fans, we just love that fan experience. We've been yearning for it. Finally trying to get back to some normalcy. I just went to a live baseball game just the other day for the first time since 2019. And boy, how have I missed that fan experience, that thing that just drives you to those, teams that you love and to the sports that you love. And that's really what this show is all about. We normally have guests on, but right now we're in our midsummer finale. We are going to be accepting call-ins. Please go and sign up and follow us on Green Room. We're making our Green Room premiere. That is Spotify Green Room. It's a new app. It's out there now. We are streaming and live there, so you can call in that way. And, of course, you can comment anytime that you wish. This is the season finale for Season 2 of Fan Experience TV. For those of you joining us for the first time, my name is Mike Katos, and alongside me is my co-host, Rick Molina, and he's stripping over there like Max.
I was getting my cord stuck over here, man.
All right, okay. And now my co-host, Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer over here, yeah.
On the show.
Yeah, no, it's a good night. Final finale of Season 2. I was thinking last year at this time is when you and I first had our conversation about maybe starting
I was thinking about
show about talking about sports and how to sort of unite people and all that stuff. And 92 episodes later, some 90, 80 some plus odd guests. I mean, here we are. It's just truly amazing. And what's happened between last year, we had no sports, and we were talking about the Jordan documentaries. We started the beginning of NFL training camp, not even know we were going to have a season until now. We got game 2 of the Bucks going on over here. The Islanders are getting demolished. We got pitchers getting checked for sticky stuff. And the list goes on and on. So it's been fun to share this stage review. It's been a lot of fun. And, we're going to have a great show for you guys tonight. So where we got to get started, and Mike, I don't know where to start off because there's so much going on. But I guess we can start with, these pitchers getting checked. I saw the thing with Scherzer. I saw the thing with the Oakland pitcher. These guys are starting to get a little upset. They're starting to get a little testy about getting checked. They feel like they're being singled out, and they feel like it's going too far. But according to Rob Manfred, it's gone on well. There've been no ejections. Players have been cooperative for the most part, but they're starting to get a little testy over here. And look, I think it puts a lot of the suspicion to bed that these guys are using substances or what have you. But it's also some gamesmanship as well. By the managers like Joe Girardi and all that, trying to get the pitchers checked. So it's been really interesting the last couple of days to see how this has gone so far.
No, I'm obviously the situation over there with Girardi and Scherzer yesterday was just
classic.
That was a great thing to watch. That that goes kind of up there with that that Pedro Don Zimmer type ordeal there. But Girardi, he's like, I'll check him. And then Scherzer, pretty much runs up to the umps and he's like, what? Look, see, my head's wet. My head's wet. Oh, and then he starts unbuckling his belt and
they started stripping out there.
It's
great.
He's like, all right, you want to check me? All right, here, check. You want me to cough too? It's like what balls are they trying to check? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Pedro was out there. He knows how he wants his ball.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing about this. I think it's good, right? Like baseball's trying to put that stuff to bed, that the balls are being juiced and everybody. But it puts the umpires in a bad position because the umps don't want to do this, and it puts the umps in a bad position with the pitchers about regarding all this. They don't want to check them. They don't want to have them drop their pants or anything. And here the umpires have to come out and be like, look, don't shoot the messenger. We're just doing what we're told here. And these guys are getting upset. I think eventually, though, it's going to get to a point where Major League Baseball is going to be like, okay, we've kind of put it to bed. We've checked these guys. Nobody's using sticky stuff. Let's all move on from this. Because now eventually it's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, no, of course it's but it's it's just the way it is. So we could take our caller and see what he feels
Yeah.
about all this going on in the MLB. Raise your hand if you want to come on stage, Andrew, and we will take you down. Let's see. Here we go. Invite to speak. Awesome. So we got Andrew joining us in the room. He will be with us shortly. But yeah, I mean, Scherzer walking back to the dugout yesterday, eyeing down Girardi, not really saying anything. And then you have Girardi just bum rushing out of the dugout.
Yeah.
Spitting words and
spit fire, man. Spit fire.
And it was funny to see. I mean, you know what? It livens up the game.
Yeah,
right?
Did you see what they did with the Nationals, where they were telling them to check Bryce Harper's hair?
No.
Yeah, they were telling him to check his hair for like foreign substances and stuff like that. So they're having a bit of fun with it too. I mean, but again, it's going to come to a point where these pitchers are going to be like, enough. And let's hope the Major League Baseball Players Union doesn't get involved. But these guys are, it's good for right now. But I'll take a wait and see approach on see how long this lasts.
Yeah, so pretty much, I lost my train. The better you are, the more chances that you're going to be getting checked.
Yes, and DeGrom. I mean,
DeGrom got checked a couple of times.
Yeah, Garrett Cole's going to get checked.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, but DeGrom is just inhuman, to a point. You can't really suspect him of doing anything like that. But, anyway,
Also,
don't know where Andrew went, but we'll try to
get him back.
Yeah.
Also, along with baseball, we were talking earlier. Apparently, the home run hitting contest. I guess the players have been announced for that.
So yeah, Andrew, if you want to unmute your mic, we'd love to have you on and give us your take. We'll get to that home run derby for sure.
Yeah, it's all right. Wait, no, as we're watching Milwaukee over here against the Hawks, and Milwaukee is now up 9. Man, this is going to be a good series, but I just think Milwaukee's just too strong, man.
Andrew is still muted, so we'll wait for him. But yeah, I mean, you're talking about the home run derby, we already heard last week that Ohtani is going to be the first pitcher to compete in the home run derby, and he's been a sight to see. It's just been incredible what he's been doing, not every 5th day, but every day, and it's just insane. And now today, Pete Alonso announced that he is going to defend his 2019 home run derby title, and right now it's just Alonso and it's Ohtani. I watched a little bit of that Alonso press conference today. They're talking about him coming in and the fact he's not really hitting the home runs like he was that season.
Yeah,
and he's only at I believe 10 or 11 home runs right now.
Right,
and he's not killing the ball as he was in that season. And he's like he says it's a different approach, and you take a lot of swings, and we just go out there, have fun, and I want to defend my title. And some reporter at the very end says, well, how you're preparing for this is if you're preparing for this, like, are you worried about maybe getting injured? Oh, I'm not getting injured. And then that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
I was like, oh man, did you kiss the death yourself right there? Oh, I'm not getting injured. Like, no.
Yeah. Vlad Guerrero's sitting out. Did you see that?
Yes, Vladimir Guerrero will not be participating this year in. Okay, Andrew is on and unmuted. I do not hear him though. Why does it say I'm on Bluetooth? Okay, that's why. Has Andrew been talking this whole time? Andrew.
Have I been talking?
Oh my goodness! All right, go.
I've left some of the best pearls of wisdom.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know.
I apologize.
Gone out to the interweb.
I apologize.
Guys, I was waiting for that.
Andrew,
All right.
how's it going, man?
It's great to have you on, Andrew Naller from Rakoti. It's a pleasure to have you back on the show. So talk to us about, what's going on with MLB and these pitchers getting checked, and talk to us about, your outlook on this home run derby news so far.
Yeah, it's I think it's like most MLBs, like most companies, they overreacted to a situation and tried to install new rules, halfway through, and it's just not going well. And it ultimately defeats, I think, what baseball's trying to do is make the game faster, to be more accessible for the fans, to make it more exciting, stay with it, and they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot again with it. Obviously, hopefully there's a balance here that if the pitchers need some kind of substance, just find the substance and approve it and let them have at it, But this thing is ridiculous. And then you see last night, like with the Scherzer incident, it boils over and it takes away from the game.
Exactly.
And which is, I know it's not meant to be, but with the unintended consequences when you rush something in there like that, this is what happened. So it's really not good for baseball, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, baseball is making some questionable moves on, on a lot of things that have been going on. I mean, you have a lot of old school type managers that don't like bat flips and, just a lot of different things that, they're afraid to move on to a point, and you have players that are out there and saying, hey, listen, do we use pine tar, like batters? Do we use pine tar? Why can't the pitchers use the stuff that they need to, to get a better grip on the ball or whatever the case is, to help them in their craft. It's not about, PEDs and drugs, and it's just, there needs, like you said, they need to pick something, stick with it, and test it out, and whatever it is, they're doing everything they can to try to change the game in the pitching category. They want it to be, they want to have more action. They're thinking about putting the mound a foot back or 16 inches back or something like that, and they're just trying to make changes, which, granted, MLB does need to change, and it needs to move on into, the 21st century. And me and Rick say it all the time. Like, yes, they definitely need to, they need to move forward. But, just in the middle of the season, Jacob deGrom's throwing 101 miles an hour, and it's all of a sudden he must be using something on the ball because he's throwing 101 miles an hour. Yeah, he attached a rocket to every ball he throws. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you're right. I mean, baseball, obviously they know they need to figure out a way to be more relevant, to be more entertaining. I still think PR is the biggest problem for baseball because, a game, typically lasts 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. But, an NFL and a college football game lasts about the same time, but they just don't. It's really the pacing of the game that's what hurts baseball because it's, you're waiting. Like with, football or basketball, hockey, something's always going. Even if a pass isn't completed, still a snap, something is moving around, play happens, and you're seeing something. It's like, okay, you built up and then you kind of come back down. And with baseball, it's that dynamic isn't really there, even though it is, because you never know what the next pitch is going to be. I mean, obviously, my Red Sox can prove that you can be up 5-2 and one pitch later you're tied 5-5.
Yeah.
So I've never understood where baseball's allowed that conversation ends supposed to end at 9 innings, and you go extra innings, but so does football or so does basketball. You have overtime.
Yep.
That kind of thing. So I don't know. I think if baseball could get ahead of itself and do a better job of kind of marketing it to say, look, it's the same time. It's that experience of being together with the family. Here's all the excitement, the things that happen with baseball. You just never know. Even if it is 1-0 or 2-0, but if it was a no hitter, you got to see part of history. That kind of thing. And I think I think baseball is maybe attacking the wrong issues. I do think I think getting the pitchers to speed up that's good. Obviously getting batters to stay in the batter's box, not becoming the human rain delays anymore, that kind of thing.
Limiting mound visits. Yeah.
I think the mound visits, because that was interesting. We were actually at the Rangers game a couple weeks ago, and my son and I were looking up at the scoreboard. There was something about MVR or MVL or something. And we were like, what does that mean? And then we figured it out. It was mound visits left. So they were keeping count of mound visits. But that kind of thing is good, and it's necessary, and I don't think it really disrupts the game. I think it adds to the strategy. That gets back to the age versus pitcher hitting, but it's all it's all about strategy. But I think the PR aspect is baseball's biggest problem.
Yeah, it's their kryptonite right now. Let's talk a little bit about your Red Sox. I'll have the Yankee fan chime in a little bit. We told you before the season we didn't think the Red Sox had anything going on, but Rick, you take it away.
No, Andrew, you've been watching the Yankees just sort of implode here. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. The wheels have fallen off. But what do you think about that AL East right now with the Red Sox and Yankees and Tampa Bay obviously playing well? What are your thoughts about that?
Well, Tampa has done a fantastic job of whoever has built that organization. They have done a fabulous job of finding talent and maximizing talent.
Yeah.
So I really admire that organization, and I'm surprised too at my Red Sox, but in a way I'm not. I'm glad. They had to shed the contracts, but they definitely found the right mix of talent. And whether we like it or not, Cora has some kind of magic to make these guys play and play well as a team. So you can't deny the fact that he's a positive impact on that team for sure.
No, absolutely. It is amazing what the Rays have done. They don't have the budget that the Yankees or Red Sox have, but yet they're a game and a half out in the East. And they give the Yankees tremendous problems. It's almost like they're in their heads already. But, I like the way it's just kind of playing out. The Red Sox are up top. Tampa's a game and a half out, and the Yankees are 5.5 out. It's going to be a fun summer in the AL East.
It should be, yeah. I think the Yankees will get their act together because they're the Yankees.
They're the Yankees.
Everybody's going to have a stretch. You get in past July, you get into the hotter days of summer. Teams start to falter a little because they push so much out of the gate. These first few months, there's that excitement of being back and you're playing at a higher level. Then it just starts to. Then you start to plateau a little bit. I think that's just natural. So for us, we need to make sure our pitching can hold up. Our bats have obviously overcome some lack of pitching, whether that's they found out we're using good stuff on the ball. But Sales pitching. Now down in I want to say AAA right now. He's rehab pitching, so that will be a tremendous addition. That could help. So we'll see. But it's going to be a great summer of baseball for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it, man. Especially New York, where we got the Graham and the Yankees. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a couple of weeks off to just enjoy enjoy the baseball season and everything that comes with it. I mean, baseball. Summer's about baseball. I mean, among other things, of course. But
absolutely. Yeah. But you can't. They're intrinsically linked together, and that's the way it should be. So. So are you guys excited about Alonso and going back to the home run derby?
I'm sure. I know Mike is.
Obviously, I want to see a Mets player representing inside the home run derby, but
right.
I also have that that memory of David Wright, tearing it up in the derby, and then he was never the same after that. So
yeah,
it's a little bit of a bittersweet thing, especially for something that does not count for anything. I mean, yeah, that's great that he has a nice little, trophy with a couple bats on it, and I mean, whatever. I mean, you could put it on his mantle, but that's about it. That's all you're getting out of it. You're getting publicity. You're known around the league. Granted, but is the juice worth the squeeze? That's really the main question. And Vlad Guerrero doesn't want to do it because I think he's worried about messing up his swing and things of that nature. So it's really it's a questionable topic, I guess. Of course you want to go to that big stage and whatever, but you know what? The World Series is a bigger stage, and that should be the ultimate goal. But it is what it is. They have fun. You could see that they have a lot of fun doing it. You just gotta hope that nobody gets affected by it afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's obviously something that the fans love, and there've been some really some great moments, I'd say, in the last 10 years. They've all been very, very exciting. So it's been a good showcase. It is good. I don't like to see the players put at risk, but again, they're kind of accepting it too. If they're going in there, that I'm going to be going to hit home runs, so I've got to figure it out myself. So I guess there's some personal responsibility that goes into that too.
Oh, of course.
But it's like the All-Star Weekend needs something, and I'm sure you could probably say the same thing with the dunking contest at NBA. Somebody could get hurt doing that, or whatever. But I think it's good. I'm glad, especially glad Ohtani is in there. I think that will really make viewership go up, because that guy is a unicorn.
Without a doubt.
He is a freak of nature, and
that's pretty much it.
It's too bad. I'm sure the Angels fans are glad he's there. It's too bad he's playing out there because they play so many late games.
I know you can't really see him.
Highlights.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that is something that MLB should take a look at that too. I mean, obviously nobody. NFL doesn't play games at 10 o'clock.
No,
on the Eastern time zone, so they need to look at that a little bit.
They might schedule some 10 o'clock games the way they're going with 17 and 18 games, but the MLB can move them to Boston. That'd take care of everything.
Of course.
You mean just Ohtani, not the Angels, right?
No, not the Angels. Move Ohtani. I'm doing this for the love of the game. It's all about creating the memories, right? That's right.
That's for Cody's mission, to bring Ohtani to the Red Sox. I get it. All right.
Why not? I mean, you see it goes hand in hand there. It's a very logical thing to do.
Hey, you guys got your you guys had a pitcher that could hit home runs, and you guys traded him. So I don't want to hear it.
And look what it got it. So
yeah,
actually, this is Major League Baseball, and he owes us for that.
The curse of the Bambino payback, right? Okay.
So we could go 82 years now, and and put it back on the Yankees. So.
Well,
Absolutely.
it looks as if there is a curse on the Yankees for the last 20 years or so, with only one title, and the Red Sox just running away with the titles in the East there. But
yeah. Well, God bless them.
well, I appreciate you coming on, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
Hey, stay tuned in, and any requests for what you want to see in season 3?
Oh man, I want to see some panels.
That's a good idea.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Multiple people on to bandy about some topics and things going on in the sports tech world and just sports in general. I think that would be fantastic. So
yeah,
you guys have had a great lineup all the way through, and I really enjoyed my time, and I enjoy always listening to the recordings and things like that. You guys have done a fantastic job. I applaud you for sticking with it and really creating some great content for all of us. And I know it's just going to keep getting better and better.
Well,
thank you, Andrew.
We appreciate your continued support. You've been a supporter since day one, and we look to keep going strong, recharge our batteries after this one, and then hit the ground running again.
Good. Well, I'll be there for it. You guys deserve it.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks a lot, Andrew.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Riccoti, everybody. Got to get on that.
Yes, Riccoti. It's it is another it's a platform that will help you retain all your memories, and that's really all it's about. Like, whether it's at a sporting event or anywhere, you want to retain all those memories, to relive those over and over again, when you want to go back there. So, please take a look at Riccoti and follow them at on Instagram and on Twitter as well. So thank you, Andrew.
You made a good point, man. I mean,
yeah,
this is going to be good for I think this is going to be for baseball that Ohtani is in the home run derby, because look, everybody's talked about the guy. He's 23 home runs. I mean, he's just a machine out there. But nobody sees him play because they play at 10 o'clock, right? And so, if you put him on a stage out there like the All-Star game, let him show his skills, especially in a home run hitting contest, I mean, it's going to be great for the league.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's just, and that's another thing. Like the home run derby, you're worried about what happened to David Wright, but Ohtani's got to be careful.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, is he fragile?
He's not fragile, but we didn't think David Wright was, and then all of a sudden he was.
Right.
After that. And he was never the same after that derby.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know.
He was a young up-and-comer, and, he was on top of the world at that point.
Yeah.
And one of the top players in the league. Let's just, obviously, we don't want to see that ever. We don't want to see superstars, regardless of, who they're playing against, if they're your biggest rival. Like, you want to see those players succeed and make the games that you watch a lot more fun.
No, I agree. But I think the home run derby is becoming like Andrew was saying, it's like the dunk contest. Like the big names don't want to be in it, And I would love to see an Ohtani, Guerrero, Tatis, Alonso sort of battle. That'd be great, but I don't think we're going to see that.
I mean, Tatis is still he's still in play.
Well, maybe, yeah. I mean, I see him, but I think for baseball they need that. I mean, we have all these great names, but people, Tatis is out west, Ohtani's out west. I think we need to see these new stars, and the showcases, the All-Star game. Unfortunately, you can't blame these guys for not wanting to play because they don't want to get, they're afraid of getting hurt.
Yeah.
And the All-Star game, nobody really, I mean, look, let's be honest. Do people really watch All-Star games? I don't watch the NBA All-Star game. I barely watch the MLB All-Star game. Back in the day, I used to watch it because NL, AL, and all that was fun. But now nobody really, I don't know that people watch it much. It's just, it's like, whatever.
I like the Legends and Celebrity softball game.
Yeah, well, those guys can't play and they make fools out of themselves.
I know, but it's always a fun time. You know, you just move around and whatever. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, Sunday morning softball, you know, bush league type playing. And, you know, it's just fun loving stuff. And I wish it didn't have to start at 11 p.m.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
No, I you know, it's after the Derby, but I mean, they taped the whole thing on Sunday.
Yeah.
After the, you know, the rookies game. Well, what's it called? The Futures
Game.
Yeah. But that's always fun too, you know, to see all these up and comers in the futures game. So quick look in. The Bucks are up 59-54 at the half.
59-54 at the half. Trae Young already has 25 points.
Wow, he's got almost half the points.
Yeah. I mean, the guy he's got 25 points and 4 assists. 25 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
All right, we got a comment over here. Irene, hello. I miss you as well.
Hello, Irene.
And I hope you have a very good night. So, hello, Irene.
Hello, Irene. Speaking of sport, did you happen to check out the Jets 2021 thing on YouTube?
The Jets 2021?
Yeah, like the behind the scenes of the draft and all that.
I did not.
You got to watch that. You have to watch that. I watched it at work the other day because, well, I was bored. But I watched all 4 episodes on YouTube. It is incredible. It goes behind the scenes, how they break down players, the what they're looking for in a player, how they collaborate. Like Michael, and the star of it is Matt LaFleur. Is it Matt LaFleur? Or Mike LaFleur? Mike LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur
is the coach of the Packers. Mike LaFleur is the OC of the Giants. He's the star of the show because the way he breaks down Zach Wilson, quarterback, how he throws off platform. It's incredible. Like, you got to watch this. I thought that was amazing. Amazing the way it starts. And the Jets picked up 3 first-rounders in that draft. I mean, they got 3 future stars in that draft. And it might be 4 with Michael Carter.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, I'm excited for this upcoming season. I think they are making strides in the positive direction, and can't wait to see it all come to fruition and get themselves a 7-10 record this year.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, hey, 6-11, 7-10, I'll take it. But I like the way the organization is going. I like the way Joe Douglas has sort of set everything up. It's a collaborative effort. Robert Saleh is the coach. I mean, it's not like the dysfunction of the Adam Gase years. I mean, they know what they're doing in there. They have a plan. I'm excited for these, especially the draft picks in this class. I just think they're all going to be impact players. It's gonna be great to watch. But you got to see the way they put that thing together, man. I mean, that thing was just awesome.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. I mean, we got plenty of time, so definitely gonna check that out for sure. But just touching back on baseball a little bit, your Yankees are tied 2-2 in the 7th.
2-2 in the 7th, yeah.
Braves are inching back to the Mets. It's 5-3, middle of the 6th. Lindor hit his 9th home run today, a laser. Yeah. So Lindor's bat is picking up. But I want to touch on the Yankees for a second because you also have the Astros playing the Orioles right now. They're up 13-0. So the Astros
that game's over.
Are demolishing that game. But the Yankees go to Houston in a couple of weeks. And it was just announced some promotions that the wonderful Houston Astros are going to be bringing to that Yankee series. Game 1, they're going to have a replica trophy giveaway. Game 2, a replica ring giveaway. Game 3, an Altuve jersey or shirt giveaway. I mean, they're trolling right back to, all the, Altuve's in the garbage cans and whatever. And obviously, for those of you that don't know the story, I'm sure Rick can explain it a little bit better than me. For those that don't follow the Yankees and the Astros saga.
Well, look, obviously with the whole bang of the trash cans in the 2017 ALCS and all that went on after that. But listen, man, it's good. It's good. I think it's great. I mean, it brings life. It brings life to baseball. I think it. Sorry, one second. It's good for baseball. I think it's good for the league. Let make it fun. Let's do all that stuff. When the Astros come back to New York, I think the Yankees should give out like Yankee trash bags, or give out like miniature trash cans or something like that, or like give people like mini video cameras or something creative like that. Like do things like that. I think it's great. I like it. It adds some life to some rivalry because baseball needs rivalries, man. They don't really have them, and this is one rivalry that you can hang your hat on.
Yeah, I mean that does make it,
What the Yankees should do is like the first 15,000 people that go into a stadium and next time they play, give them little buzzers. So you can put it under their shirt and like do little buzzers and stuff like that. Like fun stuff like that. That'd be cool.
No, you got to do that fun stuff. And let's be real. One of the most successful sports entertainment brands out there, the WWE and all these, like they're built on gimmicks.
Yes.
They don't come to watch wrestling. People don't come to watch the wrestling because the wrestling, along with everything else, is fake. Spoiler alert, everybody! For those of you that didn't know, it's staged, it's scripted. That's what makes The Rock such a great Hollywood actor because he just sat there and memorized scripts for his entire career over there.
Exactly.
By the way, I was catching up on Young Rock.
How was it?
Good. I don't like how they jump around. Like I'd rather they keep it linear, but I get it. I like Young Rock, the youngest Rock.
Okay.
Better like when he's around the wrestling family instead of not really too big on the high school and
the college
Miami,
Rock.
The Miami Rock.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I guess the nostalgia of all these like old school wrestlers and how you brought up because I was big on the old school wrestling type. So I guess that's probably what what draws me in a little bit more. But
okay,
for the most part, it's a pretty good show. But yeah, I mean WWE is built on gimmicks, and that's what buys hits and buys viewers. So sometimes you gotta liven it up. And wow.
That was my upstairs neighbor who has apparently lost his mind again. That is what I go through.
Oh man, that's funny.
That's what I deal with. In case anybody wants to know.
Everybody wants to know for sure.
Yeah.
Man, no, but yeah, I mean, NFL is also very popular. What did I call it? The
no fun league?
No, it's definitely not the no fun league.
No frills?
Something along those.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's popular because of all the stuff going around out there. There's always some kind of rivalry. There's something in the news, and whether it's intentional, not intentional, whatever the case is, but it's drawing headlines and it's drawing eyes, and that's just what it is. And now obviously MLB is getting a little bit because they have pitchers stripping on the field and people about to start fights because they think that they have foreign substances in their belts and whatever the case is. So unfortunately, in the land and the generation of like reality TV and stuff like that, people buy into that stuff. I'm not big for that stuff, that drama and whatever, but it will bring in the younger fans. I mean,
but that's what MLB needs. I mean, look, we've talked about it so many times. They need to bring in the younger fans and make the game more exciting. I'm telling you, man. You know what? They're going to eventually need like a pitch count and like a clock for the hitters in the box. I mean, they're going to need that. Like it's a 20. Yeah. Make it like a 24-second or like like for the pitchers, give them 20 seconds. You throw a pitch, get the ball back, pitch. Move
Well,
the game.
they have a pitcher count, but let's be real. Like
A pitch clock.
the in between pitches, the days of the poppies and the Nomar Garcia part. Come on, Nomar Garcia part took like 5 minutes every single swing.
Yeah, no, I get it, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, I understand that. But if you want to make the game more,
but it's not like that anymore. Like they've at least sped that up a little bit.
no, I agree. But I still think they need something like that. I think they also need to incorporate more of like what goes on. Like, for example, if you watch the Dominican League baseball and Puerto Rican League baseball, there's more flavor. There's more fire there. There's more. I don't know how to say it. Backflips galore. Nobody gets offended. Guys taunting each other. Like if you watch that kind of baseball, it's just so exciting. It's more hit and run.
Need the XFL to be brought into an MLB.
Something like that. And not only that, but I think the MLB now is home strikeout or home run. It's just not exciting to watch, man. Like, you know, you need hit and runs. You need the game more exciting. Guys running bases. You don't have that anymore. You got a guy on first, hit. It's a bomb, and that's it. You know, it's just really, you know, I don't know. It's tough to watch sometimes.
I mean, the things that the things that slow down games are a lot of walks, errors, pitching changes take forever.
Yeah,
but the TV, the TV networks are getting their fair share of that revenue because of all those commercials. Every pitching change, they want that. They want to see that. And you know what? The NFL gets a little greedy at some points too. Like the 2-minute warning and then every timeout. You know, it's just. I feel like it's just too much sometimes.
Yeah, but the NFL, it's a different game.
Obviously, Super Bowl's a one-off thing. You know, that game takes like 6 hours. It feels like, but just regular, Sunday night games should not take as long as they do.
No, but I think with football it's different because football is a fast-paced game. It's exciting. There's hitting. There's violence. There's the ball going down the field. The 2-minute warning. The 2-minute warning is part of like the 2-minute drive. Like, all right, everybody knows 2-minute warning, 2 minutes to score. Like there's excitement behind that, Yeah. And also the strategies. Do you take a timeout? Do you not take a timeout? Like things like that. I mean, it's just so different. I just think baseball has become, I hate to say it, it's just become boring. It just needs to adapt to the times.
Pick me up for lack of a better word or words. Yeah, I mean, we've said this to nauseum. I mean, at this point, so hopefully they can, find somebody. I mean, you know what? You might need a commissioner that's a little younger.
Yeah, Manfred is what, in his 60s?
Or I mean, Joe Torre is leading up the front office there. Manfred, maybe bring in some younger, younger blood and younger generations to try to get some get some good stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're right.
Maybe if you had, people going to the ballpark, getting, finding people to go out on dates with and getting engaged at the ballpark. I mean, if only there was some kind of like app that could do something like that.
Yeah.
And just help people connect and help people meet each other and have fun at the ballpark while watching the game, building meaningful connections. It's not about, them waiting 10 minutes for the pitcher to warm up. So anyway, playing the field, playing the field.
Yeah. No, I listen. I agree with you there. But you also have to remember, football. 15. What is it? I think it was. I don't know. It's been 15 years. Football decided to get a young commissioner when Roger Goodell became the commissioner. I think it was in 2005. I think he's been commissioner for 15 years or something like that. Goodell becomes a commissioner. You got a youthful guy up there. It's a different game. And what he's done for the game, say what you want about Roger Goodell. People hate him. People like him. But the guys moved the game into the stratospheres, man. America is the NFL is the most popular game, and it's year-round. You cannot stop talking about football. I mean, what they've done with the draft, and speaking of the draft, as Milwaukee and the Atlanta Hawks are going back and forth over here, now they're doing a bidding process for cities to host the scouting combine. And they're going to make the scouting combine almost like the draft. It's incredible what they've done.
Yeah.
So they're going to make it almost like the Super Bowl now where cities have to host a draft. The draft's been in Indianapolis since 1987. And now they're thinking of moving into locations. I think that's incredible. I mean, more cities are going to be able to host a draft. You get more players going in there, more exposure. I mean, it's just incredible. It's just incredible what they do. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Oh, and I remember the NFL stands for no fucking walls.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Speaking of NBA, there was an NBA draft lottery last night.
Was there? I didn't watch it. I've watched it every year since the Knicks have been brutal. But since the Knicks have 19 and 20, picks 19 and 21, I didn't even bother to watch that. Who's got the number one pick?
Pistons.
Pistons got the number one pick. All right.
You got 63-58 Bucks on top.
Yeah.
The Islanders are 2-1. Lightning are winning 2-1 with 2 minutes left in the second.
They're looking to close it out tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate if they have to, go down on their own home ice there, but forcing a game 7, won't be an easy task anyway. But it's never over until it's over, right? So
yeah, I mean, look, man, the Islanders took a beating the other night. Mets up 5-3 over here in the 7th.
Yeah, Mets were up 5-0. Now they're up 5-3. Stroman left the game.
Early, yeah, he left early, right?
With a hip injury. MRI proved that it was no big deal. So that's good news. But Conforto is back. McNeil is back today. Lindor's got 2 RBIs. McNeil's got an RBI. Conforto had a run scored, and he's 1 for 2 and a walk. So he's back, and then obviously we got people just filling in positions here. We got a Tyler McGill started today, and then Castro came in, and Corey Oswald as well. So it's they're just makeshift rotation at this point. Joey Lucchese is going down for the year with Tommy John.
Tommy John, I saw that, yeah.
Jacob deGrom is obviously hasn't been going deep, but he's been dominant in every inning he's pitched, despite the injuries that he's dealing with. We need Carrasco and Syndergaard back like nobody's business at this point, because we cannot keep going forward with 3 starters and bullpen patch jobs.
Pretty much.
You're not, but none. Through it all, they are still sitting in first place. So if they could do this with this, patch, just makeshift rotation, makeshift offenses, and they can get back to full strength, then really sky's the limit at that point. If everyone, comes in and produces the way they have been, and then some. So, it's obviously it's a long summer, and we're gonna watch everything unfold. And I think that the Yankees are gonna turn it back up, and they'll be back in that playoff mix before you know it. I think it's just a little bit of the blues that they're dealing with right now, but
whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, listen, they're 5.5 out in June.
Hawks just tied it up, 65-65.
Yeah,
so
I'm watching it right now. It's a
brand new game there. So let's hear it. Your NBA final predictions, because this is our last show. Hear that.
I like it's gonna be a tough series, man. I like I'll go Milwaukee Phoenix in the finals. And I think I don't know, man. I like the way Phoenix is playing. I think Phoenix is gonna win the title.
They're 9 in a row right now. I mean,
they're unstoppable.
They're literally on fire. They're as hot as that sun. That's on their that's on their jersey.
It's crazy. Meanwhile, the Hawks and the Bucks just can't buy a shot against the Hawks.
Trey Young is having them.
It's incredible. You can't keep your eyes on the screen.
Incredible postseason, and you can't take anything away from them.
No. I don't know how you stop them moving forward.
I mean, you know what? We say that there needs to be more stuff going on. Obviously, Trey Young is a young player, and he brings he talks shit, but he backs it up. And at the same time, like that's kind of like what the MLB needs. Trevor Bauer is very, he's very popular. because he's there and he's local. You know, and Syndergaard got very popular in 2015 because he was just like, I'm going to throw your fucking head. Like, I don't give a shit.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, but you know what? Unfortunately, that's what draws in people. You know, I mean,
man. Like professional wrestling, dude. You got the heels and you got the baby faces, and the heels are the one that draw heat.
It's not like it's a secret. It's been going this way since the 70s. And, you know, people watched for Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant and all these things because of their little gimmicks and the woos and whatever. Yeah. And nobody cares what you have to say, whatever.
Exactly. But it's 67-67 now in the third.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the wire.
I don't know. I mean, honest to God, I don't know what they're going to do to stop Trae Young. He's got 30 points and 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. And there's there's still another. He might have 50 points tonight.
13-8 in this third quarter.
Yeah.
So Hawks are 5 up in them on this in this quarter. But hey, long game. It's Milwaukee's home court there. But
I'll tell you this much: if they lose game 1, this thing might be over that fast.
If the Bucks lose game 1,
yeah, they better win game 1. If not, they're in trouble.
It's tough, but I think the Suns take it all. I think the Suns.
I love the Suns the way the Suns are playing. Yeah.
I think that Giannis makes it to the finals.
Yeah.
Because I think that Trae Young is still a little young. He's great, but I don't know. I don't know if he can keep carrying that team the way he has been. I think it's gonna catch up, and but who knows? I mean, they've been counted out this entire time, so you just
we'll see. We'll see, man.
I mean, did you expect them to beat the Sixers? No.
And that's a series they should have lost. The Sixers were the better team. It's just they blew 220-something point leads.
The Sixers lost that series.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as the Hawks won it, I think the Sixers played a big part in losing it. All right, so that's that. NHL, your predictions here?
I like the Lightning. And who's coming out of the West? I don't know. Is it the Vegas Knights?
They got the Golden Knights and then the Canadiens. And Montreal Canadiens are up 3-2 right now. So they got a game 6 tomorrow in Montreal.
Okay. The Canadiens haven't won a cup in forever.
So, I mean, I think the good money's on the Canadiens on the making it to the Stanley Cup Finals, at least. And, if the Islanders can, eke out a win here, it's the end of the second quarter, Lightning are up by 1, Islanders are home. I think even if Islanders could eke out a win and force a game 7 back to Tampa, I think it's slim. It's slim pickings there, and it looks a little bleak. But anything can happen. But I would, if I'm a betting man right now, and we have to pick, I'd say Lightning, Canadiens, and I mean, the Lightning could repeat.
I mean, it's just they're just a tough team, man.
They are, and Tampa Bay is on top of the world right now.
Again,
I mean, it's not even, it's the atmosphere too. Like the Canadians, are the Canadians even playing in Montreal?
I don't think so.
Right?
I think they're playing in.
I don't think they're allowed to. They're still not playing in Canada because of the COVID and COVID going on up there. So I don't know. I mean, I think Tampa Bay having that city behind them with all that's been going on.
Yeah.
I think that plus the skill that they just have on their team in general, I think that's going to play. I think that's going to play huge, and I think the Lightning might repeat. When was the last time somebody was a repeat Stanley Cup champion?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think there's been a repeat Stanley Cup champion. That thing is so tough to win. I don't think there's been a repeat. I can't remember. Maybe the Red Wings back, or maybe when the Islanders did it back in the day. I don't know. I have no idea, man. Meanwhile, Trey Young is just killing the fucking Bucks here.
The last one, the Red Wings did it in 97, 98.
Oh, okay, there you go.
They've actually had a few.
All right.
Well, Islanders did do it in the 80s.
Let's show that.
Canadians did it twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no, the Penguins did it in 16, 17. Oh, it wasn't that long ago.
Oh, all right. Oh, there you go.
All right, so definitely history is in their favor
Absolutely
to repeat there. So let's see. Okay, so that's my take. I'm going Lightning over Canadians, and I'm going Suns over Bucks. And let's see how we fare when we get back from season 3.
right.
What do you want to see in season 3? And I guess I'll.
No, I agree with Andrew. Some more roundtables, maybe do more shows by ourselves. You know, picking a subject, and just kind of going from there. That's kind of what I want to do for season 3.
Yeah, more call-ins, more
you and me.
Call-ins, more roundtables. Just more interaction and more fans joining us, and obviously going live on location and getting things going that way. Now that we're trending in that direction, but it's been a blast. 92 episodes now in the books, and can't wait to come back after we recharge a little bit, enjoy some baseball, enjoy the rest of these championships, and we'll be back better than ever. We will keep you posted on a return date, but that does it for season 2 of Fan Experience TV. So thank you very much for joining us, and hope to see you when we return
in August. Peace.
Have a good night and a great summer, everybody.
Enjoy summer, everybody.